Hello everybody, it's Jacob here with something really cool. So, Grand Prix Palm Beach is in 31 days. And to help myself prepare, I've come up with a program called Blue Moon Boot Camp. I am going to be streaming as many days as I possibly can between now and Grand Prix Palm Beach, and I'm going to be streaming with a stock list that fellow Blue Moon grinder Taimu has come up with. I made a couple changes, but this is the list I'm going to be playing from now until the GP. I'm going to be playing it every single day, or almost every day, until the GP happens. Now the reason I'm not going to be bouncing between different decks is because the GP is getting so close that I feel like I can't make a switch like that quick enough and have it work out. So we're just going to go with this list for 31 days and see how it works. Taimu is a great deck builder, one of the best Blue Moon grinders out there, so I trust his deck making abilities way more than I do my own. So we're going to try and pilot one of his lists for the majority of this month to get ready for the GP. Now, in order to make day 2 of a GP, you have to win 6 out of the 8 games that you play, which means a 75% win rate. I'm going to try not to be too results oriented, but if we can get to a 75% win rate with this deck, I'm going to be feeling confident when I go to the GP. So expect a lot more streams because we're going to be playing this a lot. And I'm not going to test anything like Brineborn, Cutthroat, Shadow of a Doubt, nothing like that, because I find that when I tweak builds of Blue Moon, I really lose focus very easily. I just jump from one deck to another, one build to another. So none of that. We're just going to play this list and see how things work out. And with that, let's just get in there. It's a pretty typical thing in the ice list, with Ral, Izzet Viceroy as the Planeswalker, 1 Deprive, 2 Mana Leaks, 2 Remands, 3 Archmage's Charm, 2 Spell Snare, 3 Serum Visions. All in all, just a very solid list. Hi, Haunter. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so with this hand, I would like a little more action. Serum Visions can hopefully find us something, but Bolt and Snapcaster Mage are some of our best cards. So I think I will keep this, especially considering I don't know what I'm playing against. This could work out great. Let's scoot this over a little bit. And get this party started. Okay, Basic Mountain and Monastery Swiftspear. So we're probably against some sort of burn variant. So I'm just going to fetch out a Basic Mountain here rather than a Steam Vents and bolt this. Gonna try and preserve my life total as much as I can. Bolts ended up working out pretty well there. Okay, there's Lightning Bolt, probably followed by Light Up the Stage. After the Once Upon a Time ban, I'm probably going to go back to Blue Moon this Friday rather than 4-color Shadow again. Yeah, I can imagine that hurt that deck quite a bit. I'm sorry you lost Once Upon a Time in your deck, although I am not sorry that it is gone. I am going to bottom both of these and try digging towards something like a Thing in the Ice. I don't think we need a second Bolt or a land. Right. Yeah, the 4-color Shadow deck did some absolutely nutty things. Is this another Light Up the Stage? It is. Wow, they are just chugging along quite nicely. Would not be surprised to see a 3rd Light Up the Stage here. They are just drawing a heck of a lot of cards. They effectively have 4 cards in hand because they're going to use this Swift Spear. And when they go to try and pump it, I think we're just going to throw a lightning bolt at it. Okay. Alright. So we'll bolt her. And then if they play Bedlam Reveler here, which I believe they can do, we'll counter it with Deprive. Soulscar Mage. Okay. That's fine. Serum Visions. I think I am gonna fire that off. Blood Moon, not great. Land, also not great. Ain't a lot of lands, not a lot of action. Although they might be in a similar situation. Okay, there's Bedlam Reveler. Return one of these islands. If they have a second Bedlam Reveler, I'm gonna be quite sad. Okay. No second Bedlam Reveler, it seems. Are we getting hit for 1 here or more? Wild Slash. Alright. Remand's not a bad one. Remand's not bad at all. That was a misplay. That was a huge misplay. For some reason I thought I had more islands. Ideally that doesn't cost us the game, but I think it will. Okay, there's Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna Snapcaster Mage, Bolt, Soulscar Mage. We're still taking 5 here though. Which is not good at all. That one's pretty good though. Cautious on cracking this Flooded Strand. Ideally, they just show me a land here. Kiln Fiend. Just gonna remand that. Get ourselves a fresh new card. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is something I could have done, Haunter. Yeah, I'm not playing tight for some reason. Hey, just listen to your podcast interview. Good job on that one. It was very entertaining. Thank you, Legia. I appreciate that. Always appreciate that positivity. Okay, now I think I'm going to get Deprive. They have 0 cards in hand. I think we could be in an okay spot. In spite of our misplay, we might be doing okay. Take my Twitch Prime sub. Thank you in advance for the Twitch Prime sub. That's super cool of you. Okay, let's draw 2 cards. Teach me how to play this deck. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. There's still a lot I myself am learning, to be completely honest. I don't want to get too aggressive here. Yeah, I've heard some people have trouble with the Twitch Prime subs on their cell phone. Okay, there's T-Swift. Let's pick up Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, let's bide our time. Patience. Because we could lose to a single top deck burn spell here. Put Deprive on top. The game has ended. Okay, maybe they just had a land? I'm not sure. Maybe they were intimidated by the sheer amount of cards we had in hand. But in spite of that misplay with the Mystic Sanctuary, we ended up getting there. Some scary islands, exactly, Hitachi. So far, so good. Taimu put me on to putting Relic of Progenitus in the main deck during games 2 for this matchup, and I tried it out, and it works really well. So I think I'm going to do that from now on. I know I didn't do it in the past, but I quite like it now. And I think Dispel is probably fine. Probably better than Spell Snare, though I could be wrong. This hits Manamorphose and Kiln Fiend, so it might be worth keeping some in our deck. Probably should keep that. I'll take out one Cryptic. Nah, Cryptic's so good. Legia, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. It's really, really cool of you. It's our first sub of the day. Thanks, Legia. Shrine of Burning Rage, you're absolutely right. I'm trying to think of what I take out for the Dispel. Dispel doesn't have a lot of great targets, but the ones that are good are really good. Dragon's Claw. I completely forgot about Dragon's Claw. Shibuya Samurai, thank you for the subscription. That's 2 in a row. Thank you for that. Alright. Yeah, I completely forgot Dragon's Claw was in this list. So we definitely want that in. As to what we're taking out, as the question. I kind of want to keep our curve low. So as good as Cryptic Command is, I probably shouldn't keep it in. I do like Ral in this matchup, though. He just shuts the door if we get to a point where things are stable. Trim Serum here? I kind of like that. Yeah, I can respect that. We're not going to get a whole lot of time to actually play Serum, and Relic kind of supplements our cantrips. Yeah, I live in Florida. Sunny, sunny Florida. Oh, you haven't missed much at all, Roadkill. We actually just got started. Double red's really, really hard in this build because we only have one mountain and no cascade bluffs. I feel like if we get to the point where they have a lot of creatures, Anger's not really going to save us. I might be wrong, though. Anger could be good to keep. This hand has no interaction for their creatures, so a turn 1 Swift Spear is probably just going to run away with the game. I think we can do better. This hand's a little bit better. I think I'm actually getting rid of Dispel. Okay, there's Soul Scar. I'm cracking this now so that we don't accidentally trigger light up the stage. Okay, Lava Spike. Okay, there's light up. I think I'm taking Sinkhole so we can eventually kill this. And I'm gonna force this exiling Cryptic, because there's no guarantee that we actually are able to resolve a Cryptic this game. Another force. I think we gotta shock this in. We just gotta slow their momentum. Okay, Wild Slash, sure. There's light up the stage. Really scary. We might be dead on turn 3 here. Maybe not. Another light up the stage. So we're taking 4. We'll be able to Sinkhole this. Neither of us are going to have any cards in hand. Yeah, this is rough. Nah, I really don't want them to resolve a light up the stage. The fact that they had 3 of them is ridiculous. Like, what a hand. See you at the GP, Hitachi. How relevant are flyers in Modern? Not very. Mantis Rider's the only one I can think of that's any good. Hey, Sakura! Yeah, there's no way we're winning this. They probably just have tons of burn in their hand, right? Or they could have all mountains. Okay, Kiln Fiend, sure. Yeah, Modern's great right now, especially since Once Upon a Time got unbanned. I mean, got banned. Unbanned. Okay, we're gonna Snapcaster Mage opt on their end step so that we can actually get some momentum going. I'm doing okay, Pedro. This weekend I saw a Timur variant of that Through the Breach deck that you were playing. Have you played it in the past? I have not played... Oh wait, yes I have. Chicken King, one of the regulars in stream, also known as Mirror Moses on the Discord, played Timur Breach, and it's pretty good. I just hate Veil of Summer. Okay, how dead are we? We're probably pretty dead. Okay, we go to 1. Probably not taking Thing in the Ice. Archmage's Charm is not nothing. What I really want to see is Dragon's Claw. I kind of just want to counter that. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of just want to counter that. I'll let it resolve. Maybe they'll hit a land. Who knows? Bedlam? Okay. Well, if we find a Dragon's Claw, we're still in this. I'll leave up Magmatic Sinkhole in case they play a Kiln Fiend. If we're dead, we're dead. Looks like we're not dead. I'll put Snappy Boy on top just to get the clock going. I don't expect us to win, but I guess anything's possible. One Lava Dart sends us to the Shadow Realm. Okay. Searing Blaze. We need to find... Nope, we only have... Yeah, we're dead. Well, we might as well think... We might as well make them think that we have more forces than we actually do. Searing Blaze is such an interesting choice. I haven't seen any fetch lands, so... Seems like kind of a weird one. And we're dead. Still? Didn't do awful. Yeah, I don't know why they would even bring in Searing Blaze, let alone why they would have it in their deck in the first place. Alright, run it back. Yeah, we moved both Blood Moons to the sideboard. This hand's great. I love it. Okay. Let's Scalding Tarn. If they play a creature, we bolt it, and then we can have Mana Leak open. Feeling pretty good. Just get basic Mountain here. Throw Lightning Bolts at that. As long as we counter their card draw spells, we should be good. Do they have Smash to Smithereens? Or Shattering Spree? Or Abrade? They don't. Well, is that game? That might be it. Our one copy of Dragon's Claw. Lava Dart, sure. I am okay with that. Got the turn 2 Dragon's Claw. Don't have a problem in the world. We could still mess this up, though. It's not entirely impossible. It seems extremely improbable, though. Now, they could Lava Dart, but it would involve them sacrificing their only land, which seems like an incredibly poor play. I'm not going to play this Mystic Sanctuary. I'm going to wait until I pop Cryptic Command. Why'd you settle on Taimu's list? Not one of yours. Your deck seems to do well. Well, the thing is, Taimu is a much better deck builder than I am. I trust his deck building capabilities a lot more than my own, because what happens with me is I get a new idea in my head and I get super excited and I might test it and I might even 5-0 with it without it ultimately being super good. And in order for me to bring something like Brineborn Cutthroat or Shadow of Doubt to a GP, I'll need to have put a lot more hours in before I'm confident. Taimu just makes good lists. Like, he is a very, very consistent player. So when push comes to shove, I'd rather just play one of his if I'm going to a big event, because honestly his lists are just super good. So I hope that answers the question. I get too many zany ideas in my head that I don't ultimately test as much as I should, but he just kind of like has consistently good lists. So that's why. Like, I'm never going to feel ill-equipped if I pull one of his lists off MTG Goldfish. But if I pull one of my own, I end up second-guessing myself a lot, which might be detrimental. Why do your opponents always miss land drops? That does happen a lot, Shadows. And whenever that does happen, I always think in the back of my head, is my deck good or are my opponents just super unlucky? Because it does happen a lot. Maybe it's just Magic in general. We did get very, very lucky there. Jeez, she's already at 23 trophies. It's nuts. I was away in Maine for about 3 days, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to play. I got like 1 league in when I was in Maine. Oh, I think Tunneling Cat, I think she's actually playing Eldrazi. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I don't know how, Shady Wonder Boy. Like, I barely even have any time to play, but hopefully that's going to change with Blue Moon Boot Camp. I'm going to try and fit at least 1 stream 6 days a week. This hand's awesome. We can't cast Archmage's Charm till we draw another land, but I love the rest of these. Yeah, I think I should be able to stream more. I'm going to hold myself to it. I'm doing a workout regimen on top of all the Blue Moon stuff so I can prepare my body as well as my mind. I think it's gonna be okay. Even if I end up not making day 2 and scrubbing out, I can take solace in knowing that I did everything I could. Which is why I'm doing this, actually. Just want to make sure I'm prepared. Because I don't play a lot of big events, but whenever I do play a big event, I prepare for it really hard. How do you decide what's in the best opening hand? I find that to be a weakness of mine with this deck. I normally play humans. Essentially, because Modern's so fast, you typically want hands that can interact in some degree in the early stages of the game. Stuff like Spell Snare, Lightning Bolt, Remand. Or you want some number of cantrips so that you can quickly dig towards your good pieces of interaction. Those are typically the hands you want to keep. You normally don't want to keep anything with more than 4 lands. And you can keep 1-landers for the most part as long as you have some number of Serum Visions to help you churn through your deck. You just want to keep your options open in the early stages. For example, I would normally keep a Serum Visions here, but because I'm against an aggro opponent, I'm thinking, okay, I probably need to find some sort of removal. So I could keep this to trigger Thing in the Ice, but that's only operating under the assumption that Thing in the Ice actually lives. So I'm actually going to bottom this and try and find Lightning Bolt. We did not find Lightning Bolt, but we did find Abrade, which is excellent. So I could just play Thing in the Ice here, but I'd be playing into a Path to Exile potentially. So what I'm going to do is just play this. And I think the line is to... They can trigger Revolt on their turn regardless. So I think what I'm going to do is wait for them to crack this fetch land. And now I'm going to kill Wild Nacatl. That way they can't save it with like a mutagenic growth or something. Because I'm not sure exactly what my opponent's list is. but I know I should probably be afraid of zoo-type cards, like Mutagenic Growth, Atarka's Command, things like that. Why Ral over Jace? Unlike Jace, Ral solves problems that we have with our deck. He can kill really, really big dudes with his -3, which is something that we struggle with. And unlike Jace, he doesn't die to a Swift Breeze. Knight of Autumn into Bloodbraid Elf. That is saucy. Okay, they're going to put 2 counters on it. Hey, Curd Bros. Yeah, it's Harka's Blowout, exactly. Alright. The question is, are we going to be able to tank a hit from Bloodbraid Elf and Knight of Autumn? Because I want to block Bloodbraid Elf, but I'm not sure if I can. Okay, that is a really good Spell Snare target. I think we tank the hit here. Because we get blown out by Atarka's Command. I'm going to take it. This guy's our main way we're going to win. There's Goyf. That might have been too conservative of a line from me, but I don't regret it. Ah, thank you, Curd Bros. Yeah, the Brineborn list is super sweet. I like it quite a bit. I'm just not confident enough with it to bring it to a GP yet. Alright. Here we go. Cross our fingers. Do you have Atarka's Command? Does not look like it? Block there, block there. Maybe they just have creatures, who knows? Yo, okay. Are we in there? Oh, they might just have lands. Cool. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Let's find a counter spell. There's Mana Leak. I love it. Love it. Okay. If they play Noble Hierarch first, we might be able to leak Tarmogoyf. Okay, so we can't leak Goyf, unfortunately. I think I like Spell Snare here, just so we don't have to worry about another card. Like another 2-drop like Tarmogoyf. Or Atarka's Command, perhaps. There's a bunch of stuff we could lose to here. So I don't think I'm going to be super aggressive. If anything, I can always just steal the Noble Hierarch. Yeah, I think I'm leaving him back on defense. If I swing, there's too many things that just result in me getting blown out. Okay, another land. Mana Leak not looking good here. Now I think we steal Noble Hierarch, because they showed us that land. Our opponent should really be sandbagging these. That way we're more afraid of the stuff they could potentially play. Instead, they're just playing them out, which is not a thing you want to do. If it doesn't help you at all, like, don't play them out. Make your opponent guess. Now I think we swing for sure. Make them chump block with the Goyf. They might not chump block, though, but they probably should. They go to 1, which means they can't crack that fetch land, which might be relevant. Yeah, they might. Path to Exile. Let's actually go with one of those. Okay, to 4 we go. Sanctuary, put Charm on top. Bolt me, sure. Now I can't think of a line that actually gets them out of this. And they're dead. Cool. Yeah, I assume they pathed Noble to clear a way for Goyf, and that their last card in hand was some sort of burn spell. Or maybe like a Bloodbraid Elf. Not sure. All I knew is that Noble had to be alive to be a chump blocker. They seem to be running a lot of 1 and 2 drops, so I kind of like Engineered Explosives here. I like Anger the Gods as well. A lot of other things, with the exception of Goyf, tend to die to that. Aether Gust seems excellent. Remand, not so much. Also don't like Force of Negation. They are running stuff like Bolt and Path, but I don't think it's enough of a concern to run that card. This might be it. Maybe Relic? Relic just to hit Goyf, though, seems weak. But I do like it over Visions. Let's try... Row's probably too slow. Like, the second Row might be too slow. I don't know if they're a Blood Moon deck. I assume they're not. Not a lot of removal in this hand. Archmage's Charm counts to some extent. I could see them just going like Wild Coatl, Wild Nacatl, Wild Coatl, Wild Nacatl into like Tarmogoyf, and then we just get run over. I think I am gonna mulligan this. I like this a lot better. Bottoming Serum Visions. This hand has a little bit of everything. No threats, but our interaction is incredible. Oh, and they keep a hand that leads on a 2-drop. So this Spell Snare is going to line up nicely. I do miss UR Breach. Blue-Red Breach is a good deck, but I am not strong enough emotionally to play it. I took your Briny Moon to SCG Regionals. I finished 20th at 5-2-1. Nice! Made a ton of misplays, mostly missing Brineborn triggers. I made some room for 2 Shadow Doubts as well. They were a beast all day long. I'm glad that people are liking the deck. There definitely is power there that needs to be explored. I'm just not in a position where I can fully explore it myself yet. But it is a sweet deck. I think Brineborn Cutthroat's an excellent threat. Yeah, I'm really liking this hand. And they keep a 2-lander with 2 Thalias. Sadly, we cannot kill Thalia. I am just going to kill her right now in case there's some strange protection spell that they could be running. I don't think we gain a whole lot by holding up Abrade. Why did I say Remand? Knights. Well, this is a pretty easy one. They don't have any red currently. So we gotta hope they don't draw a red source here for the Bloodbraid Elves that I'm certain they have in their hand. Okay, this Scoos is gonna get hefty. No swinging here because they can still eat a Thalia or something. But we can always just bounce this back. I think whatever they play here, I'm looking to counterbounce the Scoos. I think that's going to be the line. I'll let that hit me. Okay, they have something to play. I tapped through that. That was a huge misplay. That was huge. I regret that immensely. I meant to Archmage's Charm, but I guess I F6'd. Yeah, now we're gonna get hit for 4 here. That's so bad. Pretty good on drawing 2 cards here. Probably gain a red source here, right? Yep. Bone Crusher. That's interesting. We'll just fetch, put Archmage's Charm back on top. They're going to be inclined to eat it. Then we will Aether Gust, put Scoos. I think that is the line. Put Aether Gust on top. Doing a pretty good job of controlling the game. Do you think Uro could eat a band? Like, not now, but eventually, the kind of thing. I think if enough decks adopt him, then yes. But currently, I'm not super worried about Uro. I think it is beatable. I think it's far more beatable than Oko. It can be obnoxious to play against because you kind of need main deck Graveyard Hate if you are a controller mid-range deck in order to beat it. But it's nothing too scary right now. Give it time, maybe it'll be an issue, but as it stands, I'm not worried. Gustin makes me feel good. I love it. Okay, there's the Goyf. I think Snapcaster Cryptic's where we want to be. Counter target spell, draw a card. I will make that trade all the ding dang day. That's fine by me. Gives me more stuff in the graveyard for Sinkhole. There's Ral. Alright, here comes that boy. Here come that boy. Kolthis. Well, we can Aether Gust Kolthis pretty easily. Okay, what's our boy got for us? Blood Moon, Serum Visions. Honestly, Visions. Flame Slash, opt here, get that island, play a land. If only Ral's uptick untap 2 lands would be busted. Nah, we don't need him to untap 2 lands. We got Force of Negation. Like, the untap 2 land thing on Teferi's nice, but now that Force is a thing, we can just protect our dude so much better. I mean, that uptick in terms of like raw card draw power is like miles above Teferi's, right? I do think Teferi's probably the better planeswalker, but in terms of like having a walker that fulfills the roles in our deck, I love our boy. I love our boy so much. Why not steal and block? I could do that. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, that would have been funny. It's like, you're gonna path my thing in the ice? Oh no, now I have to kill you the cool way with this Ral ultimate. Hey, Taimu. I realized I watched Cherryman streams and realized I was mispronouncing your name this entire time, and I feel like a jackass. What basics are you playing at the GP? I am playing the guild basics, the ones that came out in the last Ravnica set as promos. I'm playing the Izzet ones. I can actually show you guys. Give me 1 second. Because I have Blue Moon with me right here. I actually have this 75 all sleeved up and ready to go. Well, it doesn't even really qualify as mispronouncing. It's funny people were interested. Alright. So I actually have this 75 sleeved up. And the basics I'm playing are... There's my island. Where's my mountain? I should probably click yes to this. First, I must find the mountain. There we go. So I got this island. Got the island from the guild kits, and this mountain. So I got the 2 Izzet ones, because why not? I maybe was going to play the full art ones that came out in the most recent unset. But I don't know. This hand's great. Assuming they're weak to Blood Moon. If not, it's still a really good mulligan. My friend uses those as his mana counters for Storm. Nice. What are your favorite basics? Honestly, those. Like, those are my favorite basics. I think I like the Zendikar ones when I first started playing, but I identify more with those ones. I'm gonna shock this in. You never know when they got a turn 1 mana dork you just need to kill. Thank you, Underjar. Well, we're not going to be able to bolt the bird. We might be able to bolt... maybe Gilded Goose? Nah, they're running Death Shadow, right? Yeah, this is Death Shadow. No Thoughtseize effect, though. I think I'll keep up Remand for whatever nonsense they're cooking. Don't want to play into a Fatal Push. They milled Death Shadow and Timur Battle Rage. Love to see it. Gross. Yeah, I was hoping to hit a Force there. Alright, what do they want to take? They take Blood Moon. That's smart. I do not begrudge them that. Probably going for Gurmag Angler here with Stubborn Denial backup. If that happens, I'm going to Deprive with Force. Oh, do they not have another land? That's interesting. Snappy Boy? Okay. That seems aggressive and weird. Are they trying to bait out a lightning bolt? Yeah, they were trying to bait out a lightning bolt. Oh, no, they just had a, yeah, they were flashing that back. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So now they're at 9. Maybe I should have hit that. Probably not. Hey, hon. Okay, they take Deprive. Well, now we got Snapcaster Mage mana open, so all is right with the world. Okay. What am I more afraid of here? Gurmy or Death Shadow? I can always steal Death Shadow, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Let's make him work for it. I want to dig deeper into my deck anyway. Stubbs. We're not flipping that thing in the ice anyway. Fatal Push. Yeah, okay. Is your last card Death Shadow? I bet it is. Look at that. Good job. Okay, that's 2 bolts. That's 3 bolts. They target themselves. Oh my goodness, please just play Gurmag Angler again. If they do, we have the win. If they Thoughtseize, we have the win. If they Inquisition, we lose. Okay. Good game, opponent. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. We could cut ties with all... Why didn't they mill us? I guess they really wanted Gurmy. The triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Hannah, our Death Shadow opponent was at 8, and we drew 3 lightning bolts.
Wow.
It was saucy.
That is saucy.
Okay. Against Death Shadow, I like Flusterstorm. I like Blood Moon. I hate Thing in the Ice, but I hate baseball cards. I don't like Flame Slash. Like Ral and Ashiok. Explosives, Relic, Mystical Dispute. What don't I like? Force is kind of meh. But Remand's also bad. Spell Snare's not great. It can hit like Snapcaster Mage and that's basically it. I don't even know if they believe in 2-drops. Yeah, I'm just kind of the snares. We'll keep forcing. It'll be a good way to like push through our spells that actually matter. Win counter wars, all that malarkey. Remand was pretty good that game. Maybe a Dispel in place of one of the forces. Yeah. I mean, the more bolts we draw, the more chance we can just kill them. But it is a dead card a lot of the time. A smart Death Shadow will make sure their Death Shadow can't die to bolt. Yeah, I don't know what else. I think most of these cards are cards I'm fine taking out. Whoa, where'd this Deprive come from? Oh, that's supposed to go in the deck box, obviously. Yeah, that's fair. If we draw one, we can always just Sanctuary it back. Sand's pretty good. I want another blue source for this charm, but let's be real, it's probably getting Thoughtseized. Every opening hand is fine when you're playing against a Thoughtseize deck. Thanks, Taimu. Thank you for the quality lists. Ideally, we can do them some justice. You dude, so weird that people never play around triple bolt, right? Alright, Mr. Thoughtseize player or Mrs. Thoughtseize player. They take Remand. Guess they got Gurmag Anglers. I doubt they're running Shadow of Doubt, so I'm not casting this immediately. Scour themselves. Okay. Yeah, they're setting up for a real big fish. Let's draw a Relic. Or Sinkhole. Sinkhole would be good. Or Mana Leak. There's a lot of good ones. Another Snapcaster's not super. Yikes. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are going hard. Is this Thoughtseize time? It's Thoughtseize time. It's Thoughtseize time. Thoughtseize, you're the best. Hey, Quetzalcoatl. Welcome to the stream. Okay, there's Gurmy. One black floating. I'm running out one of these. Just to make him scared. Hey! There's our boy. I am not swinging. Alright. Gonna let Gurmy hit us. Gonna set up a scenario where they can't possibly protect it next turn. They're gonna find a way to protect it anyway, aren't they? They're missing land drops. I'm gonna draw 2. It resolved. Incredible. Oh man, I want to resolve my boy. I really do. How many stubs do you think they got? Fatal Push. That makes me sad. Go with that one. Try and return that. Let's see if you have a counter spell. Do you? Stubs? Yep. Sweet, they didn't have another one. Love to see it. Here come that boy. Doing what he do. Get this to protect from death shadows. Yep, Ral on an empty board. It's the stuff that dreams are made of. Hey, Will Hall. Hello, hello. This boy does everything. Quetzalcoatl, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There we go. Yeah, he can -3 to kill whatever they have, and if they don't feed into him, we're just gonna keep upticking. it's good game from there, right? Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. Just gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, let's go. Sorry about the wait, everybody. We are back. So far, so good with this league, though. Pretty easily beat Death Shadow and Burn. That Naya deck was really interesting, but wasn't too difficult. Just good, solid cards in this list. Now, to make day 2 of the GP, Grimy9001, thank you for the subscription. That's 2 months. Thank you so much for that. It's really, really cool of you. Hopefully I can keep providing good content for you. There's definitely a lot more of it coming down the pipeline, so stay tuned. I'm going to try and get Hannah to make some new emotes. I'm thinking of a moon with a big boot on the front of it for the Blue Moon Boot Camp. Well, no, but if you guys got any ideas, let me know. This hand's bad. Really bad. Let's mull. This hand's way better. I'll keep this. Bottom Scalding Tarn. No, I should have bottomed Sulfur Falls in case I need to bolt something on turn 1. That was a huge misplay. That was huge. They're gonna play Glistener Elf on turn 1. Okay. Still a misplay, but didn't get super punished for it, thank goodness. I'm gonna play this Flooded Strand. Pyrite Spellbomb. Emery, right? Gilded Goose. See, your deck rewarded you. Yes, rewarded for making terrible decisions. Scariest card I can think of is Uro. Let's just slam. Hope for the best. We'll hold Mana Leak up next turn. Yeah, you're not allowed to draw 2. I sneeze in response. Does my sneeze resolve? It does. Okay, let's see if they go land Urza here. They draw. Thank you, Quetzalcoatl. Appreciate that. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay. Let's flip this thing in the ice. No. Yikes. Time to flood out and die. Woohoo. If there's one thing I love doing, it is flooding out and dying. Mox Amber. Okay. Nothing? Alright. Spell. That counts. I am okay with that. That is a mana leak. That is a spell that I can cast. And not a land. Good, 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 good. Just getting a little worried there. Yeah, they're afraid these lands are actually spells. Joke's on you, they're just cruddy lands. Except for that one. That one's a good one. We need one more to finish him off, though. Uro. Okay, that's really scary, but not the end of the world. Spell. Why? I'm gonna sandbag these lands. Damn, our deck didn't want us to win it. Now they play Uro. Right. Sad days, sad days. Bad RNG, it seems. There's Urza. Well, we're like one Serum Visions away from, like, moving forward fearlessly. Just need to flip it. They didn't play Uro, which means they have interaction. Spell. That counts? We have 6 lands, right? So what they're gonna do here is activate Urza, or not. Or not. Crud. I think we take 5 here. They got 6 mana open. Activate Urza, you cowards. Do something. Come on. Well, we're just gonna put Lightning Bolt on top. If they don't do anything. Like, I'll just put Bolt on top. Yeah, they got like 8 mana open because of Urza. It's like scary stuff. At least now they can't play Uro. What do you got, opponent? Is it Cryptic? What do you have? It's Cryptic, isn't it? It's another Cryptic. Oh my god. My only hope is I can chain spells together. Nope. That's so unfortunate. They had 2 Cryptics. And now they have Archmage's Charm in hand. Yeah, we got block. That sucks. We just flooded out and died during the crucial turns. We drew 1. It's turn 10. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 10 of our lands out. 0 cards left in hand. No real hope. There's Emery. Double Cryptic. Absolutely savage. I know they have an Archmage's Charm in hand. Do they have... What do they have? Well, we drew a spell, which means we're dead. Because this doesn't actually trigger Thing in the Ice. And we know they got Charm. Yeah, that sucks. Just really drew a poor sequence of cards there against our opponent. I assume this works the same way the old Oko decks did. So I want Mystical Dispute. I want Dispel. Don't know if I want Flusterstorm, probably not. Except now instead of Oko, they're running Uro. So Relic's probably good. Ashiok's probably good. Braid seems bad. Spell Snare seems awful. And I like the bolts. Take out one Visions. Yeah, one Vision seems okay. Drew like land, second thing in the ice. Just a bad time. They might be on Veil. That's true. Maybe Flusterstorm's worth it then. I trust Dispel. Dispel should be enough. This hand has no lands in it. This one's a little better. Gonna put Lightning Bolt to the bottom. Flame Slash kills more stuff anyway. We're likely just gonna be playing this at sorcery speed anyway. Mana Leak. Astrolabe, sure. If we can stick Rao, we might win. The key is making sure he actually sticks. Probably Emery here, right? Nope, Goose and then Emery, right? Pyrite Spellbomb. Okay. I think I'm slashing the Goose and leaving Bolt open. We can always put Slash back on top if there's an Urza we need to deal with. Flame Slash. Drawing cards. Alright. There's Steam Vents. That's really good. So if we have a window to resolve Ral next turn, we should win. Or if not win, at least do somewhat well. I doubt they're just gonna slam something into us, though. They might slam Uro. Ice Fang. Do I counter that? Nah, that's gonna set up for Urza. I think I'll take my licks. Just try and bolt that. Might not even need to bolt it. Might just be inconsequential. So they're gonna go Archmage's Charm in step, right? Probably got Veil of Summer. They got 6 cards. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, they're gonna Archmage's Charm on my instep. I can already feel it. Another Ice Fang. Yeah. Let's go with Leak. Okay, no Dispute. And we can opt Mana Leak if we want. Might not want to, though. Gilded Goose. Okay. Let's bolt that. Like they're obviously repping Cryptic here. Put Mana Leak on top. I need Dispel. Or more lands that I can force through this Ral. They don't really need to do anything though, because they have a clock. There's Sanctuary. Let's go Serum Visions. I'm not too scared of this clock currently. I'm hoping they just pull the trigger and try and go for something, even though we got Mana Leak, so that we can slap Ral down. Can't see him doing something like that though. Mox Amber, sure. Don't really care. The big plays are all at sorcery speed. Currently ours is as well. Yikes. We are hitting the lands. It's only a matter of time though. At least they got nothing to put on top with Sanctuary, so that's neat. In hand. 10 more turns to do something. Actually, 9 more turns. Need our boy to resolve. They don't have the in-step pressure, though. Emery. Now they're just going to start accruing card advantage. Now they have more mana as well. That's really bad. Kind of just want to cycle this Remand. Relic. That's really good. That's so good. We can pop Relic. Exile their yard. Ooh, we can also bolt Emery. What's the line here? They obviously have Cryptic. Do they have Cryptic plus Veil, though? That's what I'm concerned about. They got 5 mana floating. They got Cryptic plus Veil, we get blown out. But we can't afford to not play around that forever. 7 mana. So we could Snapcaster Mage, try and kill this. Then play Relic. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then we can still hold open Mana Leak. Let's do that. God, I hate being right. I wonder, do they have Veil of Summer? Or do they have... What's it called? Here's the thing. Do they have Veil of Summer or do they have... I don't know. They probably have Veil, right? But they might not have the Mana Leak. And if they don't have the Mana Leak, I think I'm okay with just playing Ral and killing this. Or maybe playing Ral and just upticking. The question is whether or not they have Veil. And I think it's Veil. I think it's Veil. They're not playing like they have the Mana Leak. Because if they did, they wouldn't have Cryptic this, because we could have just Mana Leaked the Cryptic, right? Yeah, they 100% have Veil. They could draw into it here, but I'm going to take the risk. And I'm not going to down tick. I'm going to up tick. I knew it. Okay. Okay, this is it. What will they do? That is the question. They have a lot of mana. Renin 6. Okay. Sure. I think our Planeswalker might be a bit better at this juncture. But they got Urza. That's scary. Aether Spellbomb, sure. That is quite the board state. I will give it to them. As an impressive board state. Pensword's being attacked by Icefang Quaddle. Now we have to find a way to kill the construct. Yeah, they currently have no green. No, they got Mox Amber. Okay. We gotta find a way to kill this construct, or at least block it. So I'm gonna uptick. Charm is awesome. That seems very, very good. So I'm going to play this. Let's try and steal that. They're going to Veil. Oh, this doesn't actually work, does it? Oh, they don't have Veil. Okay. We're going to attempt to bolt this. It resolves. We know they got a fetch land in hand. Okay, let's see if our boy can take these nerds down. Can they draw? Sure. Mana leak looking pretty bad here, but it's fine. Flooded Strand? I don't care. You go get that Flooded Strand. They attack us. Okay. Emery, Lurker of the Lock. I think I'm just cracking this. I think I'm in the market for that. Just crack this, draw a card, try and find something like a Cryptic Command. That seems alright by me. Tireless Tracker. I hate that card. Alright. Okay, let's see if our boy can do it. Probably not. We gotta survive one turn. That'll do. Okay. So, bolt this. Okay. And then Snapcaster Mage, Bolt Emery. Pretty sure. They can deal 3 to us total. This would put us to 1. Leave these behind to block. And we need Ral to live. We need him to live. Okay. Down tick? Sure. Deal 2 damage there. Alright. Draw a card. Okay. If we get to Ultimate Ral, they are choosing to let us Ultimate Ral if they swing at us. We're going to need to do some really fancy footwork in order to kill them with a Ral Ultimate. Misty Rainforest? Cool. Sure. They probably have another Veil. Let's see if they attack us. Ral Izzet Viceroy is being attacked. Okay. We are still in this game. Very interesting game. We're obviously not down-ticking anything because they just fizzled the down-tick with Veil. this another Emery? Or are they just spinning the wheel again? Box, sure. Tireless Tracker once again. Sure. Ral needs to find us Cryptic or something. Something along those lines. Not lands. That's a Cryptic Command. Dispel. I love it. And another one. Emery, don't care. Maybe we'll end up milling them out. Yep, they downtick there. Sure. We will just amass absurd amounts of magic cards. Sure. I don't care. Spin the wheel. Cryptic. Probably have Veil here. No, they don't. Okay. Maybe they'll rip Veil. Misty Rainforest. Okay. Sure. Yep, find your Veil of Summer. Nobody can deny the power of our boy. Nobody. There is not a soul alive who can deny the power of our boy. Who among you will challenge him? Chandra awakened. Okay, maybe. Urza. Okay. Do you guys believe in him yet? Do I have some believers in chat? Show me your Cryptic. They downtick on Ral. That's weird. That's super weird. They put Cryptic on top and yet they downtick on Ral. I guess because they're afraid of the ultimate, right? Yeah, they're kind of locked into it. Still, why not just bounce him? Put Cryptic on top. That. Okay, do they have the Stone Cold Nuts here? Does not seem to be the case. NCSO320, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much. Okay, we are killing Renin 6. And we need one spell to get the chain going. Honestly, this game is making me sad. I can't play Ral and Sultai Teachings. Mishra's Bauble, okay. It's a shame we can't make them draw cards. Tireless Tracker. Alright. Do they have another Renin 6? If they have another Renin 6, they can down tick. If we draw Ashiok, we win. As well. That is a thing. Yeah, they have 5 cards left. Engineered Explosives. Well, you can't put that on 5. Now can ya? We still might lose. We still might lose. We need a spell to start the chain. That is not a spell, so we likely lose. Or we draw Ashiok and win. They could have Veil of Summer. I doubt it, though. Come on, let's go! Let's go, come on! Don't draw it. Don't draw Veil. That bane of my existence. There we go. Nobody can deny Ral's power. There is not one among you. That was insane. Look at that. Look at that board state. Hannah, can you come over here, please? Okay. Time I'm out. I might. I just might. I feel good about that. I feel great about that. Urza, you might be the most legendary planeswalker of all time, but you got nothing on our boy. I don't know what the best version of Blue Moon is. I know Taimu's lists are the most reliable, but mine are the most fun. Nah, I'm just kidding. Probably something like this. I like the Brineborn cut version, but it's still super unpolished.
Okay.
Look at this board. Look at this board. Our opponent has all this garbage. We got our boy. They had 3 cards left in their library. And we drew Ashiok and won.
Wow.
He does so much work.
High
five. You love to see it. You really do. That's our boy. Yeah. Why was it a win with Ashiok? Because they had 3 cards left in their library and we were going to downtick Ashiok targeting them so that they would lose on their upkeep by drawing a card. Oh, I got Ral full art. I got Ral full art right here. Where is he? There he is. I got full art Ral. Yeah. Right there. Best Planeswalker Blue Moon's had in a long time. I mean, Ral did most of the heavy lifting. Ashiok finished him off. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, Taimu's not running Brazen Borrower in his list. I guess he's going for more of a hard control version. So far, it's working. I play the Secret Lair Serum Visions. I like those ones quite a bit. Okay, as hype as that game was, we can't let it distract us. We gotta try our best here. Ooh, Renin 6. That's something that does not get hit by Mystical Dispute, unfortunately. So they might end up killing us with a Renin 6 ultimate. Because we took out our Spell Snares. That's like the only card Spell Snare hits, though. Like Engineered Explosives for 2, I guess. I'm gonna play this tapped, hold up Mystical Dispute. Ooh. I missed it. How did we end up winning? We drew Ashiok and milled for 4. We milled 4 with Ashiok. That's how we ended up getting it done. They create a food token. Play Emery. Yeah. That's a good target. Just tap out for an Urza here. Do it, opponent. You won't. Draw 2. Yep. Okay, cool. Is that my elixir?
Yes, it's a very simple one right now because I don't have the other ingredients. But right now it's just...
That's fine by me, honey.
It's just tea and some elderberry syrup.
I think now's the time to do this. If they go to play Urza, we can just play Thing in the Ice, try and flip it as quickly as possible, all that good stuff. There's no way they don't play Urza here, right? If they got it, they'll play it. Nope, they just have lands, it seems. Okay. That's so strange. I won't argue, though. Okay. You love to see it. Ice Fang? Sure. I actually have revised white borders, I think. I got some white border ones that got signed by Christopher Rushed. I don't know if they're I don't know if they're exactly revised or not, but I like them quite a bit. I can barely speak when I get excited. It's probably embarrassing to watch. E for 2. E for 2. Ooh for E. They got 3 mana. Let's pitch. I think 1 Remand. I think we're doing it. We're doing it well. Please show us your paper deck after the round. I would love to. Let's opt. Let's play opt. Another force seems nice. Don't think I want Relic currently. I think I'm fine with another one of those lands. So they return a land, but it's no land. They're beating us down with these Ice Fangs pretty thoroughly. Let's play opt. Dispel. Ah, please. Please. Okay. Not quite. Do they have another counter? Go opt. Now I think we actually bottom the land. There's Ral. They discard. They discard Gilded Goose. I think we have the win. We'll attack all of them at our opponent. We're going to flash that in. We're going to counter. And we win? Did we get there? That was one of the best games I've played in a while. And I know I say that every stream. We're going to GP Palm Beach. Exactly. And if we keep playing like this, I think we're going to make day 2. Hannah, we are 4-0. We won with our opponent having 2 minutes left on clock. Wow. Why did I ever stop playing Ral? What a fantastic Magic card. Alright. Somebody wanted to see my paper deck. This is my Blue Moon deck. It's also a box of toothpicks. I'm going to try and make this quick for the people who aren't interested in it. But got my 2 basics here. Got my... Whoops. Got my Izzet Mountain and my Izzet Island. If you play like this, I look forward to seeing you hold the trophy. I'd love that more than anything. Got Thing in the Ice there. I got as a 3 of. It's just Timu's list. I got Expeditions. Snapcaster Mages aren't foil. Here are my bolts. Yeah, Thing in the Ice, also just a fantastic Magic card. I got 2 of these Cryptics. I really like the Amonkhet ones. I tend to run these Serum Visions. And last but not least, the Blood Moons. Got 2 of them in my main deck. And Scalding Tarns aren't foil, and 3 of the Snapcaster Mages aren't foil. Everything else is good. What playmat do I use? Oh, that one's super fun as well. I use the playmat I got from my first ever game day that I won. Because I've won 3 game days. But the first one was Oath of the Gatewatch. And I played it with my 4 friends, Zach, Max, and James, who I all love very much. And we went as Team Scoop Mob. And you got 4 planeswalkers on this one, so this is the mat that I use. It's my favorite mat. I love it so much. Reminds me of... that was my first major tournament win in, like, anything. Was just game day. And all my friends... Not all my friends, but a bunch of my serious friends were there. It was Valentine's Day, so Hannah sent me a care package. It was, like, one of the best days of my life. I felt better about that win than I have about, like, any win I've had so far. I think that win is what got me hooked to competitive Magic. I played a blue-red Eldrazi deck in Standard. It was running Herald of Kozilek, Thought-Knot Seer, Reality Smasher, Vile Aggregate. It was essentially a standard version of the modern deck. I was running Ghost Fire Blades, a couple of burn spells. I was running Brutal Expulsion because it was the closest I could get to Cryptic Command. It was like a colorless tempo deck, and it felt very fun to play. I'm telling you, you haven't lived till you strapped a Ghost Fire Blade on a Vile Aggregate. I was running Hangerback Walker as well. Let me see the playmat you sent us, Jar. Ah, that's really cool. That's so good. I've never been to Prague, though. But I do love me some Blood Moon. That tells everybody what I'm on, though. That's a really cool playmat, though. Is that not in Prague? That explains why I didn't know, because I've never seen this before. Is a real photo plus Blood Moon. That's awesome. But yeah, that was my first game day deck. I love it so much. We won the die roll. This hand's great. We're gonna keep and hope that we're not playing against E-Tron. Our opponent's mulled to 6, mulled to 5. Okay. We've lost to mulligans to 5 before, though. It could be Dredge or E-Tron. And if that's the case, this will be a worthy final battle. Don't play an Urzaland. Grove of the Burn Willows. This could be regular Tron, in which case our hand is suited up pretty well against it. There's Blood Moon. Oh, it could be Living End. Ew, that would be terrible. It is Living End. Oh no! How unpleasant. How grossly unpleasant. What makes E-Tron bad for us? Chalice of the Void, the fact they can still cast their spells under a Blood Moon. Their creatures don't die to, what's it called, lightning bolts. All that happy stuff. It's just such a bad matchup. Seasoned Pyromancer. We are going to remand that. And then slam a Blood Moon if we are so lucky. I think now is the time. They need to draw another land to play Seasoned Pyromancer. And if they don't, we'll have Mana Leak up. Damn it. The only solace I have is now most of their spells are uncastable. That's the only solace I take in this. Oh, they discard... That's interesting. Yeah, we need Thing in the Ice, we need Ral. Yeah, they could have a Simian Spirit Guide. They could just start trying to beat us down with Mana Monkeys. Kessig Wolf Run as well. There's Fulminator. Okay, Archmage's Charm. That can steal the token. Or future tokens. Okay, they will be making tokens with this probably. Another Fulminator. Do they have Simian? They don't. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love Archmage's Charm. It's such a good magic card. Wouldn't be surprised if we just flooded out and died here. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, it's likely what's gonna occur. That Seasoned Pyromancer is an excellent magic card, unfortunately. Yeah, we now have a 5-turn clock, 5 turns to find something. That'll do. That'll do. I'm gonna let this hit me. Then I'm gonna steal the token. Just in case I needed to hold up Deprive for something. I stole a Swift Spear from a burn opponent once and killed them with it. Nice. If only Force of Negation could exile creatures, then I wouldn't have to worry about future Pyromancers. How sad it is for family to turn against each other like that. Snappy. Flame Slash. Good. Boop. Okay, we have stabilized. Now we must turn the corner. That's pretty awesome, though. Getting milled by your own Hedron crab. Cryptic. Yes! Okay, give me the 5-0. Please. Give me the 5-0. I implore you. They're casting it. Alright. Sad, but, you know, not the end of the world. I'd like a non-land card here. Yikes. Ral. Okay. So we go to 6 here. I really don't want to get hit by a Ceratops. Or Ceradon, I guess is the name. So Snappy Boy. Stealing a token. I have faith in the 5-0. So much so I'm staying up to see when I should be in bed. Oh no! Guys, please make good decisions. I don't want you staying up super late just to see what happens. You can always catch the video. I think we're gonna risk it. Watch, now's the one period of time where they play a non-creature spell. Okay. Here's Ral. Izzet Viceroy. What do you got, opponent? We'll uptick. Put Thing in the Ice in our hand. Attack with Snapcaster Mage. I might be being a little conservative with that, but I don't think it changes our clock too much. I think Ral's gonna win before any of this stuff happens, as long as they don't draw like a Ceradon. We did it! Our boy crushing it like he do. Like he do. Now, one thing's for certain. They're going to be bringing in Ricochet Traps, Veil of Summer. No, not Veil of Summer. They can't bring in Veil of Summer because they cascade into it. They're going to bring in Ricochet Trap. So I need Graveyard Hate. Blood Moon was pretty good there. I don't hate Anger. I don't like Spell Snare. Aether Gust seems meh. Dispel and Flusterstorm seem where it's at. Ricochet Trap, however, is a red spell. Maybe Aether Gust would work. Can counter their green stuff too. Do I just take out the lightning bolts? I think I take out Sinkhole. Probably don't need our boy. I got a pack foil route, but this makes me want to pull the trigger on a mythic foil. I mean, it's really nice art. That is all I will say about that. Blood Moon seems great against them, but not as good when they're on the draw. I mean, when we're on the draw. Take out one bolts. Actually, bolt's probably not even that good. There we go. We'll try that. Like, we can maybe tempo them out with lightning bolts and Snapcaster beats, but it's not. It's like my plan D. I'll probably bring in the third Blood Moon for... Ooh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Please. Oh my god, please. Don't thought seize me, bro. Okay, that's the worst card in our deck. Yeah, man. Like... Mystical Teachings is a really, really cool card, don't get me wrong, but I don't believe in black mana, so I never play it. It is really cool, though. Okay, cycle. Yank. Yeah, I won that game 3 somehow, Taimu. We are currently 4-0. We're up a game versus Living End. Monstrous Carapid. Are they gonna Living End right now? is the big thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Ashiok as well. Yeah, it should be manageable, but I've lost easier matchups before. Fetch, opponent. Oh, yeah, that's right. Magic Rainbows, Magic Aids, whatever his name is, did build a version of Living In with Rhinos. Thankfully, Archmage's Charm is really good against Rhinos of any ilk. Yeah, I think they play Rhinos. Honestly, yeah. I think I'm fine with this. I'll take a... Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. I think that's where I want to be. Yeah, that's a fast clock. Okay. Okay. You're gonna have to do better than that, opponent. Okay. Violent Outburst resolves. Bolt them. Flusterstorm. Ricochet trap that. We're gonna put them in the pressure cooker here. Make them have it. Boil. That's cruel. That's a 5-0. Pretty standard Moonless. How's Deprive been with Sanctuary? Seems good. Deprive's been great. We, got the 5-0. Corey, is that you? Corey! Oh my goodness, please tell me that's you. Hannah, Corey's in chat.
Yay.
I'm so happy you were here for this occasion, dude. Everybody say hi to Icy Monsoon. He's been my best friend since I was in high school. Dude, I miss you. I'm sorry I've been so busy. I had to go to the funeral. Wow. Yeah, we got the 5-0. Good first day for boot camp. I'm not gonna say much about the list. You guys know Taimu's lists. You know they're consistent. You know they're good. I'm honestly gonna cut the stream short so I can make a call really quick. But yeah, I'll upload this to YouTube. I'll probably be on tomorrow to play more of this. So far, good start. Where are we on the leaderboard now? Yeah, we're doing alright. I mean, you got the 5-0, so that means boot camp is over, right? No, it is not over. It is not over. We're doing this until Grand Prix Palm Beach. I'm gonna exercise when I'm not streaming, and I'm gonna stream once a day. We're gonna try and get to a 75% win percentage so that we can be confident about day 2ing. Damn name May John, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I have tried Breach. It's a good deck. It's just extremely stressful to play, and I'm not emotionally resilient enough to play it. Alright, I'm gonna make a call. I will see you all later. Thank you all for stopping by. Have a good night.